What's going on, Warpath family? We're back with another video. Today, guys, we want to speak about how you can maximize your opportunities at winning on the field and also increasing your power in winning overall in the game. If you guys are interested to find out more about what this topic is in the video, stay tuned, guys. First up, guys, let's go ahead and get into the barracks. Okay, this is super important because the barracks are very, very expensive. Okay, everybody who's ever upgraded their barracks all the way to level 32 knows that it is not an easy task. It is a very daunting task, especially to get all 5 of them to level 32. And that's what this first tip is about, is not doing that. Why would I say that? Why would I say not to maximize your barracks? Well, because of a couple things, okay? One is that once you've built up your base far enough, you can get 5 barracks, okay? Now these 5 barracks are going to have 5 troops. But you guys know as well as me how hard it is to get that all the way up to level 200. Not only just the research, but to get it up to 200 is very difficult. It takes a tremendous amount of ammunition to do that. And how do you get that? Over time. Or you have to spend a bunch of money. So because of that, you have to think about it in a time-related sense. If you're going to build and you're going to grow, you want to do it steadily in the best way possible. So if that's the case, first up is going to be a primary unit. What is that primary unit going to be? It is going to be a super heavy, or it's going to be an artillery. It could be a medium for you, how it falls out. You know, different people choose different things for their style of the game. But you are only going to have 1 or 2 of these that are going to be able to get up into the 200 range within the first 6 months or 8 months, or longer possibly if you don't spend a bunch of money. With that being said, you do not need all 5 of your barracks to level 32. If you could do it, that would be good, but there's no sense in that because you don't have units that can match that high barracks. So what I typically do, and let's go over here, is I key in on 1 barracks and I upgrade the other ones just barely to get rewards and such in jurisdiction and other events. I mean, you still need barracks. They can't be just like level 1, but I key in on my very first one, my primary unit and my secondary unit. My primary unit, I'm going to push to try to get those to 32. And why would I do that? Because as you can see, the higher you get these additional goodies. So let's say that you pushed into 27. Congratulations, you got 15% durability. But now we need this unit strong. It is a unit that's going to be on the field. We need that 15% firepower. So what should I do? Should I upgrade 3 more barracks, another 2, 3, 4, 5 levels? No, we need to center in on the 1 barracks to maximize its potential, getting these buffs right here, and then putting, after that, everything we have into one of these units to get it the highest possible that you could do. It will help you in the field and it will help you in battle. You will notice that it gets a lot more kills, not only in defense of your base, but also offense on the field. And then from there, we work into our second unit and we push that to level 200 and we push that to being maxed. And then we push that into level 32 barracks and so forth and so on. That would be my first tip to you guys, is not to rush to equally level everything out, but to really key in on utilizing the buffs and the strengths of a maximized barracks for your maximized troops. Next up, guys, a goodie, but a lot of people overlook it. Most of you guys know about it, but for you guys who are not understanding of it, camp buffs are one of the most important things to help your units. And what do I mean by that, Triple G? Well, let's go into it. Right here on your camps, when you go into a camp rank, right, and you have worked your way all the way down to the very bottom to complete this, what you have is you have this Blitzkrieg. And Blitzkrieg, and maybe you guys have seen that type before or spoken about, what this is talking about is, in short, camp buffs. That's what I talk about all the time, is about camp buffs. And because of that, most people kindly overlook this so that their power can be inflated. Okay. And what I mean by that is right here, you have a list. If I have 6 vanguards, I get 18%. If I have 5, I lose 3% and only have 15, right? So let's say that I had 5 of one and 3 of another, I would only have 19%. If I had 6 of one kind and 2 of another, I would have 20%. So it's kind of the, the numbers game when it comes to the camp buffs. But logically, we need to understand that if a person, and I just spoke about this a second ago, does not have, because they are a whale, all 5 of these completely maxed out, as well as your Air Force maxed out, your Air Force is a way that you can get one good unit. Probably you're working on your first unit really, really good. Maybe you guys are on your second unit. But this is a way for you to be able to utilize a camp buff. Okay? Now, as you can see right here, I have 2 of the Martyr's Watch, 2 of the Liberty, and 1 of the Vanguard. Now, if I was fighting in the field and my strong unit, which was my medium right here that I was using, I would take my Air Force, put nothing but Martyr's Watch, and then I would have what? 5, 2, 1? That's not any good, right? But you say, Triple G, your super heavy is a 7.2. Yes, it's only a level 110, but you can see right here, my power 34.5 million. It makes me feel good because it adds power. No, take it off, remove it, and put in something else. All you have to do is deploy the unit right here. Once the unit is deployed, the camp buff will be relevant. Yes, it took me down. Look, only 32.5 million now, but numbers don't mean anything. Overall power in the game when you're fighting in the field is not going to help you. You guys have to sacrifice your pride, and you have to utilize the camp buffs the best way possible for the units that you're fighting with. That would be my second tip to you guys. The third and final tip for today, guys, and I'm going to do more videos on this subject because I know a lot of you guys want to win. You want to be powerful on the field. But the third and final tip is sometimes defense is offense. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we take out a unit, and I'll just take out this unit, and we have an artillery. Now, the artillery is a very slow unit. It's a very powerful unit, but it is very slow, right? So you don't want to primarily lead with this unit because you will lose a lot. So if you are trying to be aggressive and fight, sometimes playing defense is playing offense. And what I mean by that is if I come over here and I hit this, watch. Units are going to pop out. Now watch. Let's say that I come back, right? Now I'm on the defense. These units are going to come after me, just like your opponent would come after you. As soon as they do it, look at that. My artillery engaged, right? They are not attacking my artillery. My artillery just killed them. Why? Because as soon as the unit was attacked, the artillery began. Let's try that again one more time. I know this is an oldie, but it is a goodie, okay? The units are going to come out. Let's say that your opponent. Now your opponent is going to come towards you, right? Now the opponent could come after your artillery. True enough, they can switch. But I want you guys to know that this automatic firing, look how fast that was. That was much faster. So once the artillery has been engaged, there is no countdown again. So sometimes playing defense, meaning using your primary unit, even if it's 5 or 6 grids off, like right around here, as soon as a person comes to this unit and attacks it, your artillery will attack them. And you have to utilize that. That's why I said sometimes defense, allowing them to hit you, is also an offense. Think about it, guys. Anyway, till next time. Peace.